Welcome to Hülya's Turkish Kitchen. Today I'll be showing you how to make a very well-known vegetarian Turkish dish called Imam Bayildi. There are many stories of how this dish got its name, which literally means the Imam fainted. My favourite is that the Imam loved this dish so much he couldn't stop eating it, he passed out. I'm sure he was fine the next day. Normally served with rice, today I'll be adding a bed of baby potatoes in a rich tomato sauce. Here's all the ingredients you will need, also listed in the description. This amount serves free. You can adjust quantities to your needs. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel for delicious recipes posted weekly. Let's get started. Wash and trim the tops of 3 large aubergines, removing just the green parts, no need to cut into the aubergine. Then peel the skin. Doing this will allow the aubergine to cook properly whilst maintaining some of the purple skin, which looks pretty when served. Repeat the process for all the aubergines. Once all the aubergines are trimmed and peeled, submerge them in some cold salty water to extract the bitter juices. 1 tablespoon of salt should be enough. Put aside for 30 minutes whilst you prepare the other ingredients. Cut into halves and finely slice 4 onions. Finely chop 7 garlic cloves. This dish uses a lot of garlic for its flavour, but you can adjust to your own taste. Add the chopped garlic to the prepared onions. At this point, I like to cover the onions to prevent unnecessary tears. Meanwhile, slice and chop 1 bell pepper. Any colour will do, I just happen to have a red one available. After 30 minutes, drain and pat dry the aubergines and get them ready for baking in the oven. Lightly oil a baking tray with olive oil and sprinkle a teaspoon of salt on the aubergines. Bake for approximately 30 minutes or until tender at gas mark 6 or 200 degrees Celsius on the middle shelf. Whilst the aubergines are baking, heat up some olive oil in a frying pan and saute the onions and garlic. Keep stirring on high to medium heat for about 5 minutes. When the onions have softened, add the chopped bell pepper. Keep stirring on high to medium heat for a further 5 minutes. Then add 400 grams of plum tomatoes. Fresh or tinned can be used. Reduce the heat to low to medium and cook for a further 5 minutes. Next, add the seasoning. I've used 1 teaspoon each of paprika, salt, mixed herbs and half a teaspoon of black pepper. 1 tablespoon of sugar can also be added to balance the flavours. Add a splash of vinegar for an extra kick. Finally, add freshly chopped parsley, stir for a minute and take off the heat. Time to prepare the tomato sauce. In a small pan, heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Add 1 tablespoon of pepper or tomato puree. Blend in with the oil. Season with half a teaspoon of paprika, salt and mixed herbs. Add 2 glasses or 360 ml of boiling water. Add half a teaspoon of citric lemon or juice of 1 lemon. Mix to combine on low to medium heat for about 5 minutes. When the sauce has thickened into a rich and creamy consistency, take off the heat. Check on the aubergines regularly and when they are soft and tender, transfer to a plate. The time it takes will depend on your oven, so check regularly throughout. As a guide, this is what they should look like. Now to prepare the bed of baby potatoes. Line a large baking tray with a splash of olive oil. Thinly slice 500 grams of baby potatoes and evenly distribute to cover the baking tray. Slice as thin as you can to make sure they cook easily. Sprinkle with half a teaspoon each of salt, mixed herbs and black pepper. Then spoon on some rich tomato sauce to cover the potatoes. For added flavour, chop parsley stems onto the potatoes. Time to add the aubergines. Place them onto the bed of potatoes, leaving a gap in between. Make an incision with a sharp knife down the length of each one. This should be on the white fleshy part, which is easier to cut. Then gently open up the aubergines to create a cavity for the fillings to go into using 2 metal spoons. Be careful not to damage the sides to avoid them falling apart. Fill each aubergine generously with the onion and pepper filling. Once the aubergines are full, add the remaining tomato sauce on and around them. Bake in the oven at gas mark 4 or 180 degrees Celsius for approximately 45 minutes or until the potatoes are cooked through. Times will vary according to your oven. Mine was ready after 45 minutes. They look and smell delicious. Allow them to rest for 10 minutes before serving with some garlic yogurt on top. This meal also goes well with plain rice, which can be used instead of the potatoes or in addition to them. Afiyet olsun, enjoy! If you would like to try the meaty version of this meal, click on the link at the end of this video to go straight to it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more of my recipes posted weekly. Thank you for watching. See you next time.